This is question 1. X and y have joint density function fxy equals to 1 plus xy over a absolute x is smaller than 1. Absolute y is smaller than 1. 0 otherwise. For the question 1, find a so that the above defined is a valid joint density function. So we can see the absolute x is smaller than 1. So x is larger than negative 1 and smaller than 1. The absolute y is smaller than 1. So y is larger than negative 1 and smaller than 1. So we can get integral of fxy dx dy equals integral from negative 1 to 1 of negative of integral from negative 1 to 1 1 plus xy over a dx dy equals to 4 over a equals to 1. So we can get a equals to 4. For question 2, are xy uncorrelated? Show your answer. So we can get exy equals to integral from negative 1 to 1 of integral from negative 1 to 1 xy 1 plus xy over 4 dx dy equals to 1 over 9. Ex equals to integral from negative 1 to 1 of integral from negative 1 to 1 x times 1 plus xy over 4 dx dy equals to 0. Because 1 over 9 doesn't equal to 0. So exy doesn't equals to ex. So xy are uncorrelated. So from the question 2, we can get xy are not independent. For question 4, find the joint density function of x squared and y squared. So we can set z equals to x squared, z equals to x squared. Z is larger than 0 and smaller than 1. W equals to y squared. W equals to y squared. 0 is smaller than w and w is smaller than 1. So we can get jxy equals to 4xy. So we can get zw equals to fxy square root w over absolute j1 plus fxy negative square root of z square root w over absolute j2 plus fxy square root z negative square root w over j3 fxy negative square root z negative square root w over j absolute j4 equals to 1 over 4 square root z square root w, when z is larger than 0 and smaller than 1, and w is larger than 0 and smaller than 1. Otherwise, the formula equals to 0. For question 5, prove or disprove that x squared and y squared are independent. So for x squared, fzz equals to integral from infinite to infinite fzw equals to integral from 0 to 1 over 4 square root z square root w dw equals to 1 over 2 times square root z. Fww equals to integral from negative infinite to infinite fzw dz equals to integral from 0 to 1 over 4 square root z square root w dz equals to 1 over 2 square root w.